Hello, space travelers, and welcome to my little corner of the galaxy. How are you guys doing? Let's see. Hey, Corb. Hey, David. How's it going? Let's see here. Yippee! Yep, yippee! I only warped here. David, hello, humans of the chat. This space alien has found refuge here from the relentless traveling through the underworld. How are you doing, Jiffy? I'm doing really good. I have a funny story to tell you guys from this weekend. Yeah, I'm doing really good. I've been really getting into just like my creativity really has been like just going now that I'm like been doing this for a little while. It's been really nice. It took a little bit to get my brain switched to like, hey, I can do this and it's okay. Let's see, Corb, I only warped here. Oh man. How was your guys this weekend? Oh man, let's see here. Nice. Alright. Probably gonna continue. I might bounce around a couple of projects today, but I'm gonna continue on Luci, try to get the line work going. And what was it? I wanted to talk about special interests today. As someone on the spectrum, kind of a thing that we all not all, but a lot of us have something that we're very interested in, and when we get interested in something, we like get into it to the nth degree. I'll just put it like that. Let's see here. It was nice, good. I'm glad it was. David took mom out to dinner and then went to the park to hang out before going back to game today. It has been out for 1 week. Oh, awesome. Is it the Hades game? Because my husband has just been jamming on it. He's like, I have time for one run before you have to stream. Oh man. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, if you're interested in space and radiation core, but I mean, if you have like cool, fun facts, I would like to hear it. When I was a lot younger, I like hyper fixated on a handful of things, and it never felt like it was okay. So it obviously is, but when you're young, you don't know. And I just thought it'd be really fun to kind of delve into what your guys' special interests are, if you have any. And talk about mine a little bit while I doodle today. Let's see here. I'll wait for a few more people to join because I have a really funny story to tell you guys. It kind of hit my ego a little bit, but it was just too funny to not share. Here we go, get rid of that. Let's see here. David, I'm taking refuge from the relentless traveling through the underworld and traveling through Cerberus to Olympus. Hades 2 has taken over. Corb, the Aurora event is the first time I've ever seen such a rare cosmic event. Man, I'm so sad I missed that. It was like really late, and we had friends over, and I completely spaced it because I was enjoying my time with my friends. But I'm hoping one day I can see that because it looked beautiful. I didn't do my alien diligence and looked at the Aurora. Oh man. That's awesome though. I'm really glad you got to experience that. Right. Let's turn this into line art. David, did you get to take a peek at the Aurora, or are we kind of just, I think we had to go more west of our state to be able to see it. Yep, line art. Let's see here. Alrighty, and as always, please let me know if the music is too loud or if I'm not loud enough. I want to make sure everyone has a nice listening experience. Let's see here. David, I was sleeping, unfortunately, had to be up by 5. Yep, I feel that. Let's see here. Right. Alright, what do I want to start with? Suppose the eyes would be good to start with. I've been leaving the eyes on like a completely separate layer so I can do fun things with them. Okay, I already got caught up on chat. Oh, hello, souls. How's it going? Hello, awesomeness Jiffy. I had a burger, fries, and salad for dinner. I am also enjoying the Hatsune Miku project Future Tome. My Mother's Day's been well. Awesome. Let's see, Corb. I almost missed the Aurora Friday night though. Well, I'm really glad you got to see that, because that has to have been what probably was really awesome. But yeah, so let me 1 second here. Eyes. Fine. Sorry if I'm a little scattered today, a little brain foggy today, so I will try not to get too off topic here. Okay. Turn this down a little bit. Oh, there goes my brain. There it goes. For today's topic, souls, since you're just tuning in, I wanted to talk about special interests, if you have a special interest of any kind. But first, hey Fred! Welcome to the chat! I had a great weekend. I'm glad more people popped in because I have a really funny story to share with everybody. Today I'm going to continue working on Luci here, but also I wanted to delve into special interests, if anybody has them, and I would love to hear about them, and I would love to share mine as well. And I hope you had a great weekend too, Fred. Thank you for joining in the chat. Corb, it was the Aurora peeked into the ceiling window that got my attention. That's awesome. What a thing to get your attention. Let's see here. Souls, I got my mother a nice gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings and had KFC chicken for dinner on Mother's Day. Yum, 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 yum. Well, speaking of Mother's Day, yesterday I went out with a dear friend of mine, and we were, just eating our food, and we were having a little bit of not the best experience with the staff. And I don't know if it was just the way I was dressed or maybe the way I was talking, but the lady was really bad at small talk, and bless her, I think she was just trying a little too hard. Been there, girl. And she's like, is this your son? I just looked at her kind of mortified, because my friend is like 6 foot tall. He's, I'm just this tiny little thing, and I'm guessing maybe it's the gray hair. And yeah, how's my son doing? Oh, he's doing great. He might show up in the chat. He might show up in the chat here in a little bit, and just I just, man, it like I said, struck me in the ego, but it was just too funny. And I'm like, well, I guess I finally just look old, huh? But like, he doesn't look anything like me. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I guess I am a mom now. But then she, unfortunately, what tends to follow questions like that, I just kind of joked, yeah, ouch. She asks if I have kids and stuff like that, and I really, really don't like people, at least people I don't know, asking me personal questions like that. And, I can't have children. I didn't want that for myself. And so I always tend to throw it back in their face, and I just said it really loud. I can't have children. Because it's just like, okay, lady, I think you need to like just step back from this conversation. But yeah, that was my Mother's Day. So I'm now a doting mother of a sweet 6 foot tall man that I had no idea was my son, but apparently he's my son now. Let's see, Fred. My weekend was spent either at the T-Smith on my own art cast or doing yard work with my wife. Gotcha. Hopefully that rain that came through didn't throw you guys off too much. I think we had a bit of rain last night. But yeah, that's my story for the weekend. Yeah, but yeah, today I'm just gonna do some line work. But Forbzilla, he's taller than me. That is hilarious. Yeah, we look nothing alike. Like, not even close. And I'm like 5 foot, you know, I'm just a small little person, and I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I'm gonna work on Lucy here. I apologize if I'm a little all over the place again today. But I want to just dive right in of what is your special interest, if you have one. I want to hear about it. If you would like to share, please put it down in the chat. Right. I'm gonna let a few of those messages come in. I'm gonna try to dive in here and get working on stuff. There we go. So, and then, Fred, you said are you gonna be at a convention this weekend for the Artist Jam, correct? Let's see here. Fred Gorham. Yeah, I have a gray beard, so anyone who looks young that is standing next to me gets labeled as my kid. Oh no. Oh, you have a very fatherly figure type personality. You're my art father, I guess I could put it like that, like my mentor. Souls. Let's see. My special interest was learning about Mona Lisa and how Mount Rushmore was built. Oh, okay. Any particular reason that the Mona Lisa and Mount Rushmore stood out to you? It has been so nice just getting like really back into just drawing. I've been drawing a lot more than I was, for sure. I'm actually gonna go to, there's another comic shop near where I live. They're doing just like, someone offered to do like a free how to draw anthro class kind of thing. Let's see here. Corb, I'm more interested to know if life is just starting on that planet. Oh, right, yeah, you were telling me about that. There, can you fill in the class on what planet or what you're talking about of possible life on another planet? Let's see, Fred. Yes, I'm out of town this weekend. Stacia Dane will be leading the art jam. Awesome, sweet. I will definitely be there. I have a lot of stuff I want to work on. There we go. Okay. Hey, Stacia, welcome to the chat. Thanks for hanging with me in my little corner of the galaxy. Yep, you're stuck with me being the main loiter at the jam this weekend. Oh, man, darn it. No, that sounds like a great time. I should be there for a little bit. I got, like I said, plenty to work on, and whatnot. And yep, it's Stacia. Just so you're filled in, Stacia, I had a lovely, fun moment this weekend. I was out eating with my friend, and the waitress lady asked me if he was my son. And yeah, took a little bit of ouch to the pride there, but it was just too funny to not share. Oh man, yeah, we look nothing alike, but she just had to ask. Let's see here. Corb. Planet is named K2-18b, discovered in 2015, and it orbits a red dwarf star. Ooh, that's awesome. Man, I'm not sure if there is life. I don't know if humans are ready for it. I've seen how they've acted for other things. Let's see here. Stacia, I've been here since the start of the stream, but I forgot to sign into chat. Oh, no worries. Hey, even if you're just loitering, that's a-okay. I appreciate anybody that, again, if you're just stopping by, you just stop by and chill, relax, and I've been trying to have some like fun conversations or just like topics during the stream to kind of help give it some direction while I'm drawing, though drawing and talking is still not my strongest thing, but I'm getting a little better at it. Let's see, Corb. Yeah, it is smaller than our sun, but bigger than Proxima Centauri. It's really cool. I got to go to one, what do they call those? Oh, I feel silly. What is it called? Oh, where it's like it's a big dome. You sit in like a big dome theater thing, and it shows all the stars and all that. And oh, gosh, wait, a what? A planetarium! Yay! There we go. Yeah, my brain's not on point today. Forgetting my words. Oh, let's see here. Stacia Dane, the wrong questions for small talk, but we're conditioned that that's what's acceptable, and unfortunately it's normalized. Prying should not be the norm. Yeah, and the follow-up to that, Stacia, is she asked, like, you know, do I have any children? And I'm just like, oh boy, here we go. So I always just loudly say, which it's a true statement, but if you're gonna make me uncomfortable, I'm gonna make you just as uncomfortable and everyone else in the room. And I just said, like, I can't have children. And I just said it as loud as I could. So, like, I hope you feel good about being nosy. So, oh, so frustrating. I mean, if it was somebody that I knew, it's not as big of a deal, but it's just like, I'm in a public space. That's not something I want to just talk about. I'm just here trying to eat food, please. Yep, Corby Observatory, or yeah, Planetarium Observatory kind of thing. I find that to be a fair response. Thank you. I thought so too. I did that. My husband's uncle asked me the same question. Because, you know, we just had a couple people in the family have children, and I just flat out said that, and he immediately, like, just, like, backpedaled so hard. Like, well, don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to. Oh, man. You never know just, like, how painful that can be for somebody to talk about that. But yeah, so today, I should have in the thumbnail, Corb's talking about the possible life on a planet, the K2-18b. Apparently, they've discovered that in 2015 and orbits a red star. That's really awesome, and we're waiting to find out if there's possible life on it. But yeah, today's topic, I wanted to talk about special interests. What are your special interests? If you have any, I would love to hear about it. If you would like to share, put it down in the chat. And I will happily share some of mine. Whoopsies. Yeah. Let's see. How's that? That's not bad. Let's see here. Corb. With the current technology, it would take millions of years to reach the planet using rockets. Ah, of course. That darn traveling. Yeah, I wonder if I don't know if like how close we are to any advancement in our ability to travel through space, but one of these days. I don't know if it'll happen in my lifetime, but that'd be interesting. Let's see here. Fred, the disappearance of the Mona Lisa was reported in all world's newspapers, which then made it famous. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. That's an awesome fact. Because it's like, to me, it's like an okay painting. Like, but I shouldn't, you know, especially what they had, like, to get the paints and all that stuff back then was way more difficult. So, like, any painting from back then is pretty cool. But like aesthetically for me, I was like, oh, it looks okay. But that's interesting. I did not know that. Whoopsies. How's that? Let me see here. Let's see. This isn't Star Trek. We don't have warp drive. Well, hopefully we will eventually. Warp technology is on the horizon, however. We can only hope, but I don't know, man. We don't even we need to pay attention more to our to Earth needs to pay attention to their own people and things more, because they don't even take care of that very well. Just a personal opinion, from an outsider looking in. There we go. David, just haven't fully figured out how to transfer data for human biology. Yep. We're just too complicated. There we go. Alright, do I want to... let's see. You're talking about transporters, David, apparently. Let's see. There is a problem. The ship will be flooded with radiation if we go faster than the speed of... the speed of light. Sorry, 1 second. Let me read it here. Beautiful. Oh, interesting. That darn radiation. Let's see here. Copy. We're gonna paste. Oop. Come on. There we go. Well, some of I probably talked about it on a couple of streams already. Some of my favorite or my special interests are give me 1 second. Besides art, I really love music, and I love apparently I still really love dolls. I've been really getting into doll collecting, mostly because just all the YouTubers that are just doing these custom dolls and whatnot. It's just it's another like creative thing to me, and I think it's really, really cool. You do, and it's some of those videos actually have like made me like a better artist just by watching a completely different medium than I'm used to. There we go. It would be cosmic radiation. Oh boy. Yep. I just don't think we'll quite get there in our lifetime. Souls. Oh, I also love manga, especially unique art styles. Yeah, absolutely. I was a manga junkie in high school. I read so much manga. David, there's only one doll that I'm wanting to get if and when I do. It's the McKenna American Girl doll. Yeah, I remember looking that up. If I ever stumble across one, I will let you know. I would check out, honestly, the Imaginarium, David. I think they have a couple locations. I would try there. You might find some stuff like that. Okay. Got that. But yeah, I mostly fashion dolls. I have a ball jointed doll, but poor thing's just been kind of sitting in a box. I just don't have the time and the money for the ball jointed dolls, unfortunately. But maybe in the future. I really would love to get a doll made of my VTuber, and the Smart Doll line has recently come out with a doll that has more, it's called the pear body shape, and it looks, has a very similar shape to my VTuber and myself, and I thought it'd be perfect for it, but I don't have $600 or $500, however much it is. Let's see here. Souls, reading the final volume with interview with Monster Girls. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen that one, but I do love me some Monster Girls. David, I've seen a few online for somewhat reasonable prices, but haven't jumped on it yet. Corb, even then, warp speed is pretty fast, but it would take a few years maybe to get to the planet with warp drive. Gotcha. Yeah, we're just, it's crazy how far science has come, but like we're still a long ways off from a lot of stuff. Let's see. Whoopsies. I'm so lazy. want to make sure these are even. I remember so many times when I was younger, just like desperately trying to make the eyes even. Okay, let me see here. And why did you do that? That's not what I wanted. Come on. Oh, I even drew it on the wrong layer. No wonder. Not paying attention. Let's see here. But yeah, so fashion dolls, I have a handful. Gosh, what is something I actually have a really big special interest in, like, communication. As someone who feels alien a lot, it's very important to me to not be misunderstood or like making sure that I'm understanding other people that are in my life, because I've just kind of learned, like, everybody really wants to be understood and heard, and and everyone's just so uniquely different, right? So it's kind of hard. Can't please everybody. But it's just very important to me that no one feels like they can't talk to me, or you know, 'cause I can tell when someone hasn't felt like they've been, like, able to, like, talk, especially about, again, their special interests, for example. And sometimes it's just people are excited and, you know, they just kind of forget, and that's okay. I used to be told a lot that I would talk too much about myself. And for me, talking and relating stories is how I connect with people, but I do understand at some point how it can sound like that. So I've been trying to just be a little more conscious of that, but also let me talk about what I want to talk about. I'm excited to talk to you about this thing that I really enjoy and I'm passionate about. But it's been a long journey with the communication thing. But I think I've come a long way on that. But I just know everyone has such a different speaking style or way that they communicate. I have some friends that, you know, they don't have the largest library of words, and they struggle with text. So that has taught me to be a little more patient. I shouldn't assume so much, because I can only imagine how hard it is that they're trying to communicate and they can't, just because limited, you know, factors. I don't know if any of that made sense, but hopefully it did. Let's see here. Okay, awesome. I'm just making sure I'm caught up with the chat. But yeah, I'm always very, very interested in people's communication styles, because everyone's just so uniquely different, and it kind of helps me not feel so different, if that makes sense. Let's see here, how's this looking? Ooh, all right. For now, I'm gonna do a thing. Let's merge this down. Let's see here. David, I have a lot of passions, but I'm not sure if any fall under the special interest. However, one of my biggest passions has been the Kingdom Hearts and Disney. Yeah, absolutely. I know a lot of people that love both of those things. I think I've had people that have, like, tattoos of that stuff on them, all the merch you can think of. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Just, like, things you're really passionate about and that you're really interested in. Because, you know, a lot of growing up, I just feel like a lot of that got kind of pushed out of me. Like, I really, really love rainbows, and I know it's hard not to love a rainbow, but I love rainbows and bright colors. I realized how much I was, like, interested in aliens and stuff when I was younger. And I just kind of felt like there was a long period of time where I just didn't allow myself to enjoy those things. So I wanted to have a little space for you guys to share your favorite things and enjoy it, because it's okay that you like those things. It's not hurting anybody. And it's just something that makes you happy. There we go. That's what I was looking for. There we go. It doesn't. Who cares if it's quote unquote weird? You know, I don't. If it's not hurting anybody, it makes you happy. Who cares? I know sometimes we need a little reminder of that. Even if someone doesn't understand why you like something, like, they don't have to. They can just respect that you enjoy it. I love learning about people's special interests because they might like something that I end up gaining an interest for. Your passion for the thing that you like made me like it. Now I want to get into it. Yes, I do. I do know some of your other interests, and I appreciate you that you feel like you can share those with me. Okay, so we got the eyes going, do the eyebrows. But I want to do the eyebrows separately. Sure, why not? Just for now. But, let's see here. What other things do I like? I remember in middle school specifically that I was obsessed with jazz. And a lot of that came from the anime Cowboy Bebop. That show was like just coming out on television when I was hitting middle school, and I was already in band, and I played the trumpet, and I was a pretty good trumpet player, and so I quickly joined jazz band, and I was pretty shy for a long time. But I was just like, no, I want to do this. This is awesome, and I can play like the band does in the show. And I got really, really hooked on jazz music for a while. I still have a love for jazz music. But, like I actually, I'm gonna use a little aliens room really quick, guys. And I will be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that, guys. Thank you very much for waiting. There we go. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, so, jazz band. I remember winning like lots of solos, and just I had a great time with it. But yeah, I was then I got just really hooked on anime, and that special interest has definitely not gone anywhere. I really loved anime because it was doing all the things that I wanted to do. It was loud, it was out there, it was, you know, it was just so in your face. Thanks, Souls. Just creative and fun, and I was just hooked on anime. Real good during my high school years. So much so, like I got into like cosplaying for a while, and my one of my favorite things to do would be oh, what was it? Learning all my favorite intros and outros to the songs in the animes, and I would always be so like, oh, I learned another song in Japanese, or some of them were like in Latin or like a completely different language. Yes, cosplay. It's not a big of a passion for me anymore, just because I realize what a sensory nightmare cosplaying is, and don't know how I got through all the cosplays I've done. I still might do some in the future. But it's just like, how is it, if it doesn't have a comfortable shoe situation, that's already like, nah, I'm probably not gonna do that. Oh man. But there's a few on my list that I've been wanting to do, but I just don't have the time and the money to do that anymore. There we go. How's that looking? These. That looks okay. Maybe a little higher. There we go. But yeah, I just don't have the time and money, and I was sinking so much money into the cosplay. Let's see here. Let's see what else. I really love unicorns. Anything that's really super cute looking, the kawaii aesthetic is definitely something I love. Anything with aliens or space, even though space is pretty terrifying. Okay, we go. Merge these two together. Merge down. Alright. Do you want the body, or should I do the hair? Do the body. Body. Liner. I think if there's. Oh, I know. How could I forget? I love birds, like a lot, especially parrots of any kind. I owned quite a few in my lifetime. I'm hoping one day to get another bird, a parrotlet specifically. I haven't had a pet in a long time. I just want to make sure that I absolutely have time for them. And adding the streaming and doing all the art stuff, I'm just like, do I have time? They're very social, and they would definitely need to be out of their cage a lot of the time. And then of course they want to spend time with you because you're their flock, you know, you're their family. I do actually, I am designing a little pet for my VTuber based off one of my favorite birdies of all time, and her name was Itty Bitty. She was a tiny little green parrotlet, and I wanted to name my virtual pet ETBT. I thought it was a fun play on words. Whoops. But let's see here. Let me go through the chat here. Go. Is there any, Dave, is there any specific reason, if you feel like sharing, that you need, that you would want that McKenna American Girl doll? I'm curious. I know I was really, I missed the mark on one of my favorite doll lines that it looks amazing, but it's no longer a line. It's the Novi Stars. It's literally alien dolls. I have one. And they are expensive and hard to get. Let's see here. Ooh, make sure I'm keeping up with the chat. Okay. Turn that off a bit. There we go. So I've been toying with the idea of doing a sketch request stream. There we go. I'm still not 100% sure if I feel like confident enough in my abilities, but I've been thinking about that. But that also would mean I need a place for everyone to enter their OCs or characters they want me to do. So that is something, it is on my brain and will be down the line probably. Come on. I am actually, for fun, I wanted to show another project I'm kind of just doing off to the side. I'm helping one of my good friends get back into streaming and creating a new look for their avatar. And what do you guys think? I'm still learning how to do anthro stuff or furry stuff. Let's see here. David. American Girl Samantha was the first American Girl movie I've seen. McKenna Shoots for the Stars was the second one and got me into the other movies. It's also my favorite one and I really like McKenna's. Aw, that's cute. I love that. Hey Lexi, how's it going? Edgy dinosaurs playing soccer. Oh boy. Let's see. David, character, Saige, or I can't, I'm so sorry. There's another one I really like. McKenna also helped me discover a series, Second Chance. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So, yeah, so this is a character design I'm working on for a friend, getting back into streaming, and I was really, really happy with this so far. Pronounced Sage. Thank you, David. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna go back. There we go. Sorry, I'm gonna have to turn this upside down. There we go. Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to upgrading my VTuber just because I've been just dying to have something just to move forward. Like I feel like I'm moving on to the next step. I really been enjoying this PNG tuber. I feel like it was a great starting option for me. I think it's a great starting option for anyone. Here we go. But if you're looking for an affordable option for a VTuber, Miss Pixie, who did my PNG tuber, has a chibi, customizable chibi VTuber option on her Ko-fi right now, and it's only $15. It's really crazy how much effort she put into it. She sold a few of them, but yeah, you can a lot of different customizable options, and that's another good if you want to get into VTubing. I would highly recommend that. Her information should be linked down in my description. There we go. My hand is not steady today. Oopsies. Just noticed she had a dot on her forehead. There we go. Let's see, Souls. Oh, I was looking at the game series Legend of Heroes on PS Vita since 2016. I always wanted to try the series, and also the characters look cool. Awesome. Yeah, I don't, what is it, Legend of Heroes? I don't think I ever heard of that one. The PS Vita, that was an interesting life cycle for a little handheld console. Almost got it, come on. Whee! How round do I want to make her face is the question. I've really been enjoying the heart-shaped faces. Okay, Turn off really quick. Yeah, I think I like that. I think what I'm gonna do the cheaty face thing again. Really want to make sure it's even on both sides. Oh, wait a minute. Whoops, wrong one. Copy paste. Flippy flip. Oopsies. Nope, that was only part of it. Come on. There we go. Copy, paste, please. Okay, what is happening? Oh dear. Oops. I am not paying attention, apparently. Here we go. Delete that, please. There we go. Oops. Oh, right. Okay, I got another one. Anybody in here enjoy the Fallout series? I absolutely love Fallout. I played 3 in New Vegas, and I absolutely just loved the show. I was very happy with it. They did an amazing job. Here we go. Just as campy and fun as it should be, and I feel like the Halo series could definitely take note. Go. Let's see here. Do this. But yeah, I was pretty obsessed with Fallout and for a long time. Yeah, it's working. I think it was another one. Portal. When Portal first came out, I was just obsessed with it. Still one of my favorite franchises of all time. My favorite villain of all time is GLaDOS. He's fantastic. There we go. Okay, let me see what I'm doing here. Get rid of that. There we go. Did I do that right? Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Love the Fallout. Yes. Wasn't it? Oh, it was just the right amount of like campy and silly and like, you know, bloody and gory and all that stuff. I was super happy to see the guy who plays Boone, because he's from the Unrighteous Gemstones. He's hilarious. And he just nails his role so well. I think Fallout New Vegas was my favorite of the game franchises, and I've been told by multiple people that is their favorite as well. Yeah, I like this. I usually don't like rewatch a ton of stuff, but that show was so fun. I'm gonna rewatch it again with one of my friends. Let's see here. Now I gotta actually play the games. Yeah, apparently the first 2 were kind of more like a top-down situation, if I remember correctly. So they're completely different as far as this, like, the type of game it is. The first 2, but Fallout 3 is really, really good. New Vegas, I just feel like it's like really quirky. And it has the best DLC, and the characters are great. And there's you know, one of the few times I feel like the luck stat is really fun because there's lots of slot machines and everything's pretty luck based, or can be in that game because you're in Vegas. So I think that was fun. Let's see here. Let me turn the eyes on here. That might help me. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Did I delete the eyes? I sure did. Oh dear. Well. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna have to redo the eyes. Or was it here? Man, I goofed. I'm definitely spacey today. Let's see here. Souls. Oh, cool. Jiffy, I love the Time Crisis series at arcade, which, yeah, dude, Time Crisis in the arcade is really fun. Oh no, the dreaded which layer did I turn off situation. Dude, I do that all the time, and apparently deleted the eyes somehow that I just did the line work on. Woo, I'm on a roll today. That's okay. I just laugh it off. That's alright. Sometimes you just have to laugh it off. Like being called a mother when you're going out eating with a friend. Oh man. What do I get for embracing the gray hair? Okay. Oh goodness gracious. Let's see here. The Licks. New Vegas is best, but for the PC is a very close second. Gotcha. Souls. I did watch Tough Pony was a fun show in Heard voice Spencer from iCarly being oh, okay, that's awesome. Fred, oh, I have deleted the wrong layer too many times. Oh, I won't see you since I won't see you this Saturday. I do want to eventually commission you for something for my mother-in-law for her birthday coming up. Just to give a brief idea, her dad just passed away and her mother the year before, but he was a big military man and his name is Steve, of course. And he's basically Captain America from what I've heard of all of his stories. And I would love to have him drawn from when he was younger, him and his wife drawn as Peggy and Captain America. So I'll have to bring some pictures and show that to you. And I felt like you were the right person for that particular for the job. Okay, so let's try doing that. Absolutely, that'd be great. Heck yeah. I just thought it'd be really sweet. He flew, he was a big plane flyer, he was a colonel, and he was actually he did a lot of like how do you say that word? Reconnaissance, or I forget, like basically flew planes into Russia to get information, and he did what he wasn't supposed to, but ended up getting some really good information because of it. But yeah, he's basically Captain America, and his name is Steve, so I thought it would be really cool to draw him as Captain America and his wife as Peggy. So because both of them were just wonderful to me. I felt like I had, they were pretty much like my own grandparents, and I really appreciate them. And I appreciate my husband's family, so I thought it would be a good present idea. Here. Okay. Should I even bother drawing the whole eye? Dude, talking out loud, don't mind me. Man, I really have a lot of special interests. Yeah, Bert, I've been wanting to go to the zoo because it's one of the few places I get to see the parrots, but birds are so funny. They're such social little creatures. Such very unique personalities. Let's see here. Lixie, I feel like we all just gained illegal knowledge. Well, I mean, I don't know what kind of information he had, but that was years ago. See, Fred, I've worked for the DoD for 10 years. You have no idea. Department of Defense. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he was an amazing guy and just flew every plane you can possibly think of. Yeah, it's been so fun to hear all the stories. He's pretty well known in the local community as far as I understand, and yeah, it was just kind of like an honor to get to like know someone like that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. David, that reminds me, I need to show you a clock that I inherited from my great aunt. It's a bird clock. Oh yeah, is it a cuckoo clock? Or is it something completely different? Cuckoo clocks are really cool. I actually do. There we go. I love clocks. I like clocks and watches. I'm not sure where it came from. I just like all the moving parts in a clock. I think it's really cool. Actually, I still have a clock from when I was in high school, because my first job was at a movie theater, and so I still to this day love movies, and so my clock is basically supposed to look like a reel of film, and the hands on it are, the reels of film, the film strips, and then they glow in the dark. Let's see here. It is not. It's a bird clock that I will tweet. Oh, a tweet a different bird depending on the time. I think I remember having one like that. I get so excited when spring comes around because I got all the we live the apartments that we're in is right next to this big, beautiful tree, so I get to see all the birdies all the time. So we've been having this robin who, it's mating season, you know, it's time for family planning, and he just is so loud, and it's just one, and he just happens to be in the tree that's like near the window above our apartment, and he just does not quit. The apartment before, I remember there was a woodpecker, and he decided to peck at the wall right outside where we were sleeping. And just like, dude, this is not a tree. You're not getting in anywhere. There we go. Okay, yeah, after I am done with Lucy here, I think I'm probably gonna do Nebula next, and then that might just close out the series for me. I'll probably obviously continue doing, you know, kind of some of that off camera, but I do want to move on to other projects. I need to really start looking into like how, what's the best way to make a coloring book, because that's something I've always wanted to do. I know, nothing fancy, but I was, oh gosh, there we go. There's another special interest. When I was little, I colored like a madman. I went through so many coloring books. And if you were my babysitter, you always got a colored picture from me by the end of the day. And I was always so proud of how I would color in the lines and color neatly. And yeah, art's just kind of always just been a thing for me. I used to draw like Pokemon, of course, when that got really popular. I used to like design my own outfits, and they're terrible, by the way. Yes, a nebula. Aha, it's a play on words. I'm sorry if I've shown this drawing like 100 times, but where's she at? Where are you at, young lady? Why are you not in here? Here she is. Nebula. Yep. Made her, again, character creation, something that I use to help deal with things. Thank you. I appreciate it. When I was, so I have chronic depression, and before I like officially like tried any like medication for that, like I was pretty bad, and I really feel for people that have depression, especially chronic, because you're like, I should be happy, right? Like, why is my brain not doing the thing it should? But this is where Nebula came from. She's a little galactic bee that populates the galaxy with happiness. I thought that was really cute. She's one of my favorites. But that will be the one I'll probably end this series on for now. Alright. Here. Oh, that's a little too big. Let's see here. David, I'm going to be turning down the volume, but going to play some Hades while listening to the stream. That's absolutely okay. However you guys like to listen, that is a-okay with me. I just appreciate you taking the time to be here. I was actually wondering, trying to think of how to do. Maybe I should come up with a list of ideas for chatting points and put it into a poll for the next stream. But if you guys have any like topics you'd like me to discuss or go over, just let me know. It can be art, it can be life. I'll let you know if anything's a little too out of my comfort zone, but I really enjoy sharing because for some people it kind of freaks them out how open I am about stuff. But I'd rather be this way because I've had so many people tell me like that they really just appreciate having someone to talk to. Oh, let's see here. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to keep the eyebrows on a separate layer. Oh well. I'll fix it later. you. I enjoy sharing my journey on the spectrum because there's a lot more conversation about it now, but it is still actually pretty new to me, and like not knowing for a long time, it's still pretty jarring. Let's see here. Linda and I are watching from the living room again while she plays Minecraft and I work on some stuff for next week. Well, it's really, really kind of you to take the time to come in, Fred. I really appreciate it. Yep, the spectrum. The neurodivergent spectrum. Yeah. I'm hoping that the streams are enjoyable, or at least relaxing or informative. I'm trying to think of other ways to make the stream more interesting, but I've been really getting into the hang of all of it, and I've been having some fun. And it's just been nice to meet everybody and talk with everybody. Let's see here. Is this working for me? Turn this on. Come on. Come here. Come here, Lair. Get in my pencil, please. There we go. Yeah, I guess another special interest is neurodivergence and like just everything that comes with it, because having an answer for like how my brain works has been very life-changing for me, and I always bring that up. But they're not, there's not a whole lot of, there's not a lot of access for people to like even just get a mental diagnosis. It's pretty gatekept. It's expensive, and that was one of the first things that I got done when I had some sort of coverage, and just that right there changed like the trajectory of how I viewed myself. And like, oh, I'm not dumb, I'm not this or that, there's a name for it, and I can work with that. Can you... Oh no, I gotta do that again. But I do know like a handful of people that grew up and they knew they were autistic, but like the kind of help that was available was like not really helpful, very like degrading and like demoralizing kind of thing. And so they've had a negative experience knowing that they're on the spectrum, whereas I've had a negative experience not knowing I was on the spectrum. Let's see here, Fred. Corb first. Oh yeah, you probably know what Saturn is. In case you don't know or just forgot, here's an emoji. Yep, Saturn is actually my favorite planet, because I really like the rings. What did I do? Oh goodness. Oh man, talking and drawing is not hitting me very well today. There we go, I was on the wrong layer. Let's see, Fred. Linda has been making sure we do not miss it. I was doing some auditing of the stickers I sold for comic book day and it ends up I sold just a little over 67. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. I hope again, I hope it's enjoyable for everybody. Yeah, probably you know about the Rings planet. Can you rephrase that, Corb? Sorry. Man, my brain is just doing lots of funky things today, and that's something I always worry about, like doing all this stuff, like, oh no, what if I look silly or dumb or whatever. I'm just like, man, Jiffy, all the streamers that you watch are very silly and do silly things, and you love it because they're being so like vulnerable that way. My brain is having fun. Yes, Souls, thank you. I like that. My brain is having fun. It's having too much fun. It's not here right now. It's in space somewhere. Let's see here. Sorry, that's also my brain. That's okay, Corb. Sometimes I just ask for clarification because I want to absolutely make sure I'm not misunderstanding something that someone's trying to talk to me about. I have some pretty bad ADHD too, so occasionally, actually more than occasionally, my brain just doesn't take the information that you just said, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to repeat that again, I'm so sorry. Oh man. here. Let's see. I find it hard to draw, try and draw and then read chat responses. Yeah, that does get a little tricky, especially if like for a bigger channel. I can't even imagine. That's why I guess why there's super chats where people can like pay to put a response. But yeah, it's really hard, especially because you don't want to miss anybody. So something that I've been just kind of doing is oh gosh, boundary setting while on stream. Like ahead of time, be like, hey, you know, if I don't respond or get to you, you know, I apologize. I am not trying to ignore you or anything. But yeah, it's been really helpful establishing boundaries while streaming. So like I think I mentioned last week, I was very grateful for the response in the chat. You know, if you do have ways to access me privately, you know, I do have a you know, a life outside streaming. I do work and all that stuff, so I appreciate, you know that I can't always get back to you right away. It does not mean I don't want to be your friend. It does not mean I don't want to talk to you. I just have a lot going on already, and I don't have the mental or spoons capacity to be able to talk to everybody like that. So that's what the streams are for. So I hope that is okay and continues to be okay. Let's see here. My brain just forgets to add words and messages. Yeah, that's okay. Like I said, I have a friend similar to that where you know, they have trouble with the texting. So I missed some context in their message, and I've gotten upset because I missed something that wasn't in there that should have been. But it's just taught me to be more patient. So I think showing people a little bit of patience and kindness is always the way to go, because, you know, we all kind of goof on things. That's where the super salad story came the other day. Let's see here. Fred, I'm dyslexic, so it sometimes takes a bit for me to get it all together into usable data. I gotcha. I don't know if you're aware of this program, and I don't. I think it would apply to everything on your computer. I do know there is some sort of like what is it called? I'm sorry. What do I want to call it? It's some sort of program or thing that you can buy for your computer that changes all of the font to something that people with dyslexia could read, or at least better. And I think I'm also a little bit dyslexic because when I tend to miss words all the time, or I flip words around and numbers. And when I was reading the text with like whatever the specific text for dyslexia was, I was like, oh, I just read that whole paragraph and I didn't glitch, if that makes sense. I'll have to look it up and send it to you, see if it's still a thing. But it made the way that the font is done with this program makes it so much easier to read. Let's see here. Souls. I did a wonderful Project Diva Miku figure tone. Okay. It's been fun and enjoying playing the rhythm game. And I probably asked you this already, but do you have a favorite Miku song, Souls? Let's see here. Corpzilla. I haven't brought this up. This exoplanet is can you explain what that term? I kind of know what exo means, but I've never heard of an exoplanet. Please do, absolutely. I will see if I can find that, send that to you after stream, because it was I just got like a glimpse, like I think they have so you can like test it a little bit, or like to get an idea on their website, and it was really cool. Sorry, again, talking and drawing, not my forte. Let me move this down. Oop, merge down. Some weeks I can really nail stuff, and other weeks I'm just like bleh. Let's see here. Okay, so I was doing the body line art until I goofed. Let's see here. Corpzilla, exoplanet or extrasolar planet? Oh, okay, gotcha. Turn off the eyes for a bit here. So I got that face done. Do the nose. Ooh, here we go. I need to start like compiling a list of like resources like that to help people. Like even just like reading is so important, and it's like it sucks when your eye, you know, your brain or eyes are like, nope, we're just not gonna do that. But it's like, I like to read. I need to be able to do this to function in life. Darn it. But yeah, just like resources for like helping with any kind of neurodivergent. Sorry. Yep, there it goes. All my words are just not gonna come out today. Oop. Go. Oh, let's see here. Corpzilla, I go straight to the facts. It's the that's how I am kind of thing. Is that what you're saying? Yep. Let's see here. Oh, I think that anybody that streams or does any kind of like content creation, especially with how the internet is these days, like it's a really brave thing, and it's definitely can be scary. There's so many nuances. You're just like, you know, you don't want to do something wrong because, you know, the internet could be pretty mean and scary when it comes to that stuff. I just try to do what I do in my life and just try to be open and honest about things. I always am okay with being corrected on a fact if I misunderstand something or was misinformed. You know, it makes people want to learn more when you don't attack them like, oh, you should know that. Well, maybe they don't. We can have a discussion and not belittle each other. Let's see, my memory right now. Yep. Yeah, it's when I have a low spoons day, I call it. Even like I have my, you know, my medication from my ADHD and all that stuff, and just even then, even still, my brain just decides words aren't gonna happen. They're not gonna come out of your mouth in the right order. I get like a lot of jumbled thoughts. Let's see there. Cute. Let's see here. Souls, by the way, see, I read Disney Adventures, it was comics, and it was fun learning news around Disney news around the 2000s. Meant to say read, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, Disney's always been an interesting topic. Growing up as a millennial, definitely love me some Disney stuff. I love belting out, singing is definitely another one of those things that I really enjoy, so I love belting out some classic Disney tunes. If I didn't think the copyright would be too bad, I could try doing like a Disney karaoke night. I need to get a that might have to wait till I upgrade my VTuber, but I need to get an emote with me with a microphone, or just slap one on my hand. Oh man. Alright. Here it is 7:16. We're rolling right along. I think maybe another fun thing we could do for stream is we did this at the artist meetup I like to go to. I might do like a random word generator and pick a couple words out of that and then try to draw it on stream just to kind of test my abilities a little bit. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Her goopy tongue. How do I want to do this? Got the basic shape. I like how I did it in the other drawing that I did traditionally. I want to really work on making her more droopy and, you know, slimy looking. Oop. Oop. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I just read the chat. Let me get caught up here. Corb, this planet is called J174b. It's a super Saturn. Oh, really? That's cool. How far away is it from where we are? Oh, hi, Night of Me. Welcome to the chat. Yes, David. Look, it's my son, guys. Oh, man. Let's see, David. Let me put myself back here now. Disney is one of my favorite things I enjoy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Disney song karaoke would be a lot of fun. Let's see. Corb, I forgot, but I can check. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Nee, I told everybody the story, the Mother's Day story, and it was pretty funny. So yeah, you're my son now, apparently. Oh, man. She just needed to stop that conversation long time ago. Oh, man. Goop. There we go. Let's get some goop going on here. Oh, you told that whole interaction was so awkward. I told my therapist and she got a kick out of it. Yeah, there was some Freudian stuff going on there yesterday with that. Whew. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna tell my coworkers about that on Wednesday when I go into work. Oh man. Oh boy. So yeah, you're my son now. So right, let me fix that. That's pretty, I have to look at the other, give me one sec. Let me look at this other picture here. Oop, because I like how I did it here. Okay. Oop. That's not too bad. Nope. No, I don't like that. No. Yeah, so for today's stream, Nee, since you just joined, we are all sharing our special interests. Oh, you like CD collecting? Heck yeah. I used to have a big thing of CDs and they unfortunately were stolen. Joke's on them, a lot of them were burned CDs. So yeah, if you have a special interest, Nee, that you would love to share, you're welcome to put it down in the chat. I realize I have a lot. Alright. You know, I think I might come back to the tongue area. Just do this really quick. How I keep my ADHD in check. Like, alright, move on. You've been spending too long on this. We'll come back to it. Because I will just sit there and try to correct it. And that's how overcorrecting happens. I hope you had a nice weekend, Nee. Thanks for hanging out with me in my little corner of the galaxy. Cooking, honestly? Oh, dude. I'm excited for you to cook something. What's your favorite thing to cook? And then how did you get into cooking is another good one. Let's see, Souls. You like video game CDs? Heck yeah. I used to have once upon a time the DDR, a couple of DDR CDs. Me and my husband jammed on some Dance Dance Revolution, and as I always joke, nowadays we're like, how did we play for hours? And we got tired, but like not like now. You play, like, we get through one full round of 3 songs and we're just dying. here. Oh. Right. Yeah, I'll probably call it at 8 o'clock again today. Just because my brain is glitching so bad today. Let's see here. So probably curry, roast, and cut. I do, that curry you made at that one get together was fantastic, because my husband likes the spicy stuff, which is totally fine. I can handle some spicy, but I like the more sweet curry that you made. It's delicious. Let's see here. Corb, J1704B is 434 light years away. Ooh, holy cow. Stacia, am off. May everyone have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will be seeing you on Saturday. Let's see here. Breakfast foods. Heck yeah. All right, we gotta do, Jiffy, I need to give you a brain, yeah, my brain is just, it's got way, no, it's actually too smooth. I need the wrinkles put back in. What was I gonna say? Oh, right, here we go. What is everyone's favorite between these three breakfast foods? Which is better? And this is divisive. Pancakes, waffles, or French toast? Mine is French toast. I love French toast. Keep the fights. Oh, sorry. Keep the debate civil. I'm already jumping to the word fight. Oh man. For my wedding, I've been guilty of being the guest that would, run after the bouquet, and I looked so desperate. It was so bad. So I've caught like 3 or 4, I think it was 3 or 4 bouquets, and the last one was at my my husband's sister-in-law's wedding, and I told him, I'm like, I'm not catching any more bouquets, just as a joke. But at my wedding, what it always reminds me of when I see people doing the bouquet toss is the ladies look like they're just gonna tear each other apart and fight to the death. So for my bouquet toss, I had the Mortal Kombat song playing while I did the bouquet toss. That's what it always reminds me of. Oh man. And then I think my husband had the epic sax guy. That was what we had for his. Let's see here. Okay. David, waffles or French toast? Night of Knee. I'm between waffles and French toast. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, the waffle song. Let's see, Night of Knee. I got into cooking from years of working in professional kitchens. That's awesome. Cooking is I'm kind of just lazy. Like, I like to clean. I'm definitely not much of a cook. I can, but I'm pretty lazy. I tried to make, I think I told the story before where I tried to make the Black Forest cake for my boyfriend at the time for Valentine's Day, because we really loved Portal and stuff, and I did not read the instructions well, and I put way too much oil in it, so it turned into an ice cream cake because we had to put the batter in the freezer and throw it out later. I was like, look, so-and-so, I made you an ice cream cake. Let's see here. Corb, if you replace Saturn's rings with the exoplanet's rings, you would be able to see the rings with the naked eye. That's really cool. That sounds like a very giant Saturn. It would appear bigger than the moon in the sky. That's super cool. Let's see. Oh, dude, I feel like the announcer guy's gonna shout finisher. Surprisingly, the DJ didn't say any of that. He just let the track go. But yeah, I thought it was funny because I was mostly picking fun. I tend to make fun of myself a lot just to kind of keep myself humble. That self-deprecation humor. But it was kind of a jab at me from all the times I was trying to catch the bouquet like a mad lady. Oh man. Another strange kind of like wedding tradition, and we kind of did it, but I was just like the whole taking the garter off and throwing it or whatever. I was just like, you can do that, but do not pull my dress all the way up for everybody to see, please. I'm still so proud of these hands. I wish I can draw hands as good all the time. Let's see here. It's on the list of strangest planets. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to look that up. Finish her. Thankfully, nobody was harmed in the catching of my bouquet. People were very, very nice and civil. I was hoping that the music would get them going, but no, they were all pretty nice about it. Oh man. One of my sweet coworkers caught it. She's so sweet. She's like, at the time I think she was like 21 or something. Now let's see here. What is my thought on the Powerpuff Girls Z? Is that the one with the new Powerpuff Girl that's like she's slightly older and she's purple? And she has like a British accent or whatnot? It was yeah, Lauren Faust. Yeah, she's the one that made Powerpuff Girls and My Little Pony Generation 4. Bless her. Yes, something like that, and more anime. Gotcha. Powerpuff. That sounds really familiar. Is it like a is it like a silly video thing like on YouTube or like an old Newgrounds kind of thing? Or I think I'm probably just overthinking it. Powerpuff Girls Z. I want to figure out, I might be able to do it in Procreate because you can do like simple animations. I know Procreate Dreams just came out, but I would like to make it so her eye actually spins when you're looking at the picture. Just a little like, I thought that'd be fun. You'll miss me on Discord? Okay, that sounds fine. Absolutely. I am, believe it or not, getting a little faster at doing all this drawing stuff. It's been almost hard to go back to doing traditional because I have so much flexibility drawing on the iPad and correcting things in like quickly, and I think I've been officially hooked. I can like bring this thing anywhere with me if I want to work on stuff while I'm out and about. Hey, come on. Close. Here. Here we go. Let's see. Oh. I was supposed to learn how to do a little bit of DaVinci Resolve when my friend came over, but we were having so much fun hanging out that we forgot. So hopefully I will get that under my belt soon too. Trying to think if I've had so many special interests. I'm trying to think if I have any more. Sailor Moon is definitely still a big interest of mine. That just falls under the anime category, but I really, as a little girl, I didn't have like a ton of, a little alien, little non-binary alien. I didn't have a lot of like female representation that really like stuck out to me, but Sailor Moon really did, and her willingness to always be kind to people and help them, even when they've done bad, really struck a chord with me. That kind of kindness is needed in the world. But she definitely let her boundaries be pushed a little too much for my liking, but the endless love that character like has for people is really beautiful to me. So she's a big inspiration of mine. Hey Shelby, how you doing? Yes, French toast, thank you. Someone with class knows that French toast is the correct answer. How are you doing? Thanks for joining me in my little corner of the galaxy this evening. Maybe I'll go a little longer if chat's going. I'm going to about 8 o'clock. But today we are talking about special interests. So if you have one that you would love to share, I would love to hear about it. Put it down in the chat. I hope you've been doing well. Nice to see ya. Yes, Fred, French toast for the win. French toast! Oh my gosh, that just reminded me. Yes, Night of Knee. When I was little, I learned how to play the theme song, like the basic part, by myself on a piano. So I was very impressed with myself. But so my husband was making French toast the other day, and here's a fun ADHD moment, and I was just sitting there and I was just like, why do I have this thought in the back of my head of someone just screaming French toast? And for the life of me, I'm like, I have a feeling it might be an old internet thing. And lo and behold, it was. It's some song called Toast. And at the end of the song, like, he screams French toast. And I'm like, that is such a very specific thing that I remembered from that video. I think it was posted 16 plus years ago. I'm like, that's what my brain decides to hold on to, not the Pythagorean's theorem or anything really useful, but a meme song thing from almost, over 15 years ago. The perfect corner of the galaxy. Oh, thank you, Corb. I appreciate that. I always hope it's a nice little chunk that people can just kind of chill and hang out. And if I get really comfortable with the schedule that I have, right now it's just all about balancing my work week. But yeah, adding some game nights here, especially maybe some like story-driven games where there's not a ton of action, but I can kind of just read to you guys while I play, because I've been told that people really like hearing me talk. So that might be a nice, good, like ASMR, relaxy kind of thing. But if we get me on anything really competitive, you're gonna see a whole different side of this alien. So let's see here. Orbzilla, my autofill went ahead and changed the word from corner to combo. Nee, if you feel comfortable sharing what accidentally your phone autocorrected in your work group chat earlier, that was pretty funny. Fred, I like anime and manga storytelling. I like American artists who incorporate anime and manga style into their own unique style. Oh, Literature Club. I already know what that game's about. You can't trick me. Are you talking about the Leroy Jenkins meme stuff? Yeah, it was something like, let me look up who did the song Toast. Give me 1 second. Toast song. But yeah, it was like around that era, Fred. Just like my brain remembers stuff from years ago, just like junk things like that. Yeah, it's called Yeah Toast. Let's see. It was on the Bob and Tom show, and I'm not really sure what that is, but it's a really silly song. If you guys haven't heard it, go listen to it. It's silly. And my brain just like, oh, we're having toast. And there's a guy in my head screaming French toast, and I don't know where it's coming from. Let's see here. Night of Knee. So I was trying to talk about a type of truck trailer called a hopper, but my phone auto-corrected it to hooker, but it was my professional work group. Oh boy. I'm so sorry. Oh man. You played it off really good though, from what I understand. Bob and Tom is a hilarious radio show. Oh, okay. Thank you, Nee. Yeah, it was just something silly and like just about having toast, and at the end he switches to speaking in French and then he yells French toast, and I'm just like, we got there, ladies and gentlemen. And my husband's probably thinking I'm crazy. I'm just like, I know, I swear there's some song where they're yelling and screaming about French toast. Oh man. Oh boy. I've been nicknamed the meme lord from some of my friends because I just my brain picks up on like anything musical, or it remembers stuff, or just like something that sounded really funny or interesting will always be stuck somewhere in my head. And I think that comes from not just the ADHD for me, but I've mentioned before on stream that when I was younger, both my eardrums didn't form fully when I was born, so like I had severe hearing loss for like the first half of my life, and it wasn't fixed until I was like around 10, 11 years old. And so when I could hear again, sound just became the most important sensory. I was like obsessed with sound and like hearing things, and that's where my like love of EDM music comes from. And I just really, really love music because as you know, people's voices are really important to me. That's why I love listening to like YouTubers or podcasts and whatnot. It's really, really relaxing to me. A lot of people's voices. So much so I tend to get a little sleepy. So when I do college classes, it was trying not to fall asleep. Let's see here. Corb. Also, I randomly say chicken sometimes, and also some of the autocorrect changes the word to chicken to children. That's really funny. I do know your devices do not like to curse, because man, it does not like the F word, which is fine, but that's why people keep getting duck. Come on. To the point of a radio show, I love listening to the radio when I was little. Of course, I would always have it up way too loud because I couldn't hear very well, but I loved hearing those morning talk shows where they would call and play pranks on like businesses, though some of them did get a little out of hand. I don't know if you guys ever remember, there was one, I don't remember what the radio show was called, but they called and said they had a defective Furby and it was trying to kill them, basically. And it was, this poor lady on the phone was mortified because they made it sound like this Furby just turned feral and was attacking them and cursing them out. It was, oh my god. Yep, Toast by Haywood Banks, correct. Yep. Night of Knee. If you're a frequent flyer in my streams, it's team memes and posting, so I feel that, Jiffy. Yep. Oh man, yeah. I'm always toying, or like toying the line of like, you know, how do I want my content to be perceived? And because I'm not this perfect little sweet alien over here, trust me. I do have a bit of a potty mouth. I'm just trying to, especially for my art streams, I want it to be something everybody can access and enjoy, you know. So maybe I'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, dabble here and there. But I just try to be careful because I know YouTube's got their rules and all that stuff. Yes, Furbies. Yes, I had 2 Furbies. Did anybody own a Furby growing up? If you've seen the more recent Furbies, they look so much cuter now. They don't look like, you know, like they're staring into your soul. They're definitely a lot cuter. But they're definitely made a lot cheaper. You can kind of tell that, but they're so much cuter. Oh, let's see here, Fred. Oh well, that song just killed. Okay, good. I'm glad you liked it too. Can you just imagine you're just sitting there waiting for, you know, your lovely wife's making you breakfast and you're having French toast, and all of a sudden your brain's just like screaming French toast, and it's like, why is that in my head? Where is that coming from? If we didn't have the internet, I would have never known. Let's see here. I own a secondhand one. It was Pizzelle, was it? Yeah, the radio show I was talking about. They called the like local Toys R Us, and they had programmed this Furby, or got a soundboard of this Furby, and it would say stuff like, "I'm gonna kill your mommy with an axe." And it was like, really, the poor lady on the phone. At the end of it, it just kept escalating, and they're like, and the guy's like, "Oh my god, it has a gun, it's gonna kill us," and like you just hear this machine gun going off in the background, and then the phone going dead, and this poor lady's like, "Oh my gosh." Yeah, toast. Yeah, it's gonna be stuck in your head now. I'm so sorry. I love silly humor like that, just like really off the wall, just goofy stuff. Whatnot. I'm trying not to do that too much during art streams, just because I want to be more of a relaxing thing, but I break out into song a lot, random memes or random lines from favorite movies or shows. Corb. Anyway, the only galaxy that I have seen, which is a small part of it, is the Milky Way galaxy. That's awesome. Yeah, I was really wanting to for my anniversary a few years ago. The weather was pretty icky, so we didn't get to see it, but I've been really, really wanting to see a nice, full, clear night sky again, because the only time I've ever like seen a bunch of stars like that is I live in the Midwest, so like you have to go like way out into the middle of the state or out west of it, and I was out there working on a farm, learning how to ride horses, and you know, there's no light pollution anywhere, and I saw like a blanket of stars, and I just remember that being one of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced, and I would love to do that again. Let's see here. David Carroll. A random song that pops into my head randomly, and I blame Dad for this, is called the Bucket Song. I might have to look that up. I'm the kind of person, like, I repeat songs a lot. I will listen to a song ad nauseum until, like, I get bored of it. Souls. Have I seen the meme of LeBron James scream? I might have. You might have to send me one. Corpse, obviously, because the sun is... 1 second. Yeah, this darn thing. The sun is in the Milky Way, so are the stars that I've seen in the sky. Yep. Ooh, actually, I haven't had a drink of water in a while. 1 second. So, yeah, it's on the bucket list. I would like to go somewhere where I can see a beautiful night sky of stars. Just somewhere like really intimate and quiet and away, and yeah. But yeah, my anniversary is in April, so it's kind of a hit or miss. Like the weather was beautiful this year, but it's kind of a hit or miss if it's going to be snowy and cold like it was the first year. Let's see here. Night of Knee. Haha, Doodlebug can hear your voice and is walking around meowing and trying to summon you. Aw. Hi, Doodlebug. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I think your kitties have taken a liking to me. Usually, it's kind of a hit or miss with cats with me. They either like they don't like me or they really like me. So Feels good when an animal chooses you like that. Birds are a little bit more finicky on that. You know, I think it's like really rewarding when a bird lets you like hold them or give them a little scritch. Several, yeah. Oh, thank you, Nee. Let's see here. Corb, I've never seen a different galaxy before. Yeah, that would be cool to be like have a way to see the Milky Way. I don't know if that's something you can see with the naked eye or I'm a dork. I'm not sure if that's something you can actually see with the telescope or from where we're at or not. David, the best for me is when I go to Arkansas and visit my cousin's farm down there. 4th of July is beautiful down there with clear skies. Yeah, I bet. I just know that I never forgot what that looked like, and I would love to see it again. A little on point for me, Miss Alien over here. I miss my home sometimes. Let's see here. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I wasn't sure because if we were in it, if we could see it, if that makes sense. Oh, okay, I gotcha. There's my brain taking things a little too, like, literal, or, yeah. I'm a goofy goober sometimes. Let's see here. Do I want to do the clothes on the separate layer or not? Thank you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. I know some of my questions, I'm always worried I sound like an idiot, but I'm not. My teacher always questions. It's very, very important. So if anybody asks me a question and whatnot, I always want people to feel like they can ask me a question. I don't like to make people feel bad about their curiosity. Let's see. Yes, I want to do the clothing on a separate layer. Okay, you got it. Thank you, Fred. I don't know if I did that with the, let me pull it up. You pull up Miss Boozette here. Yeah, so I did the clothing on one layer on this one, but what I did on a separate layer was the patterns and all that, and all the shading and glowing. So I will try doing the clothes on a separate layer and see how that works. Just in case I have to move stuff around, I would guess. Trust you? Oh, dude, of course I trust you. I'm gonna try that with this one. The outfit, mostly, I think it's just like the stars. So I'm gonna experiment with that. Let's see here. Orbzilla, take a look at the Andromeda Galaxy. It's the closest galaxy to us, and if there are intelligent life there, they will think the same thing about their galaxy. Oh, okay. And I'd be honest, let's see, Souls. To be honest, I think Vocaloid is pretty unique, especially the song and characters are wonderful. Yeah, I was really big into Vocaloid for a while. I cosplayed Luca. She's the one with the pink hair. She kind of has a similar aesthetic for sound that I like, which she, it's more round and like whole sounding, I think was the whole shtick with her. Yeah, I guess Miku was at Coachella this year. Holy cow. That's insane. Oh man. Yeah, the concerts, apparently in Japan, the Miku concerts are just something else. Like there's a whole you have glow sticks, which one does at something like that, but like the crowd, apparently there's a whole like rule of like there's certain ways you can like wave the glow sticks around. They have like special crowd dances, and it's a whole thing. Is Miku your favorite Vocaloid, Souls? Oh, let's see here. Yeah, those concerts are insane. And just looking at like the original video that I had watched of the Vocaloid concert, the hologram stuff or whatnot is it's insane. How much better it looks now. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, make note. Do close on separate layer on this drawing and see how that works. Anybody else in the chat enjoy Vocaloids at all? That was a thing in my 20s mostly. Excuse me. Indeed, I love Luca, and I did play some Today songs like Glasses from Luca and Luca Night Fever. Gotcha. Been out of the Vocaloid loop for a while, so I'm not sure what songs there are. Jeez. Yeah, I think maybe I'll do a karaoke stream sometime soon. I just gotta figure out, cause like I know it probably falls under the guys like, oh, this is karaoke, but I gotta figure out how to do it and make sure I'm not getting copyright struck. Let's see here. David, I like some Vocaloid. I listen to them occasionally on Pandora or YouTube. I gotcha. Do you have a favorite Vocaloid? Yeah, we did a... Hey, DeSilva, hi! Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping into my little corner of the galaxy. I hope you had a great weekend. I was about to ask what a Vocaloid is, and then I got a better idea of what it is. Fine, you guess? Okay. We're just talking about, today we're kind of just, I wanted to ask what your guys' special interests were, or if you have anything that you're really passionate about, or that you enjoy. Let's see, yeah, it was great, great Mother's Day and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I got called my friend's mother, so apparently I look old enough to be to be my friend's mom. So it was still funny. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Souls. In the game, more 3D has more songs like Gigantic Girl. I know some songs like Knife, Really Tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, the Vocaloid is basically it's a music software program. Where they have each character has a different like kind of voice that you can like program music and stuff into, something like that. And Miku is the most popular of them. I think it's the pigtails. Night of Knee. Karaoke often falls under the fair use for recreation so long as the vocals are for sure removed or it's your own created content using media. Okay. Awesome. I will look into that then. I enjoy singing. And what I'll have to do also is do some test recording, because if I'm singing into the microphone, I don't want it to be making your guys' ears bleed. Give me one sec. All this talking making my voice dry. Thank you. I appreciate that, Nee. Yeah, there's like little nuances that I'm still like learning with streaming, and that's just part of it. Just don't want to do the wrong thing. Man, I do miss, I understand the, like, especially with, like, music copyright, but I do miss, like, being able to just use a few seconds clip of a song that would, like, perfectly fit, like, whatever joke that was just told, or, like, situation. Let's see here. What do you guys think? Do I go for another half hour? Let's see here. Corbzilla. Oh yeah, I get the idea now. You think that's okay? Yeah, just look up Vocaloid. You'll get a kick out of it. Neat. There's a whole bunch of Twitch subcategories of karaoke music. Oh, okay. One of these days I'll have enough a good enough internet connection that I can stream to both Twitch and YouTube. But currently, my internet speed is not good enough for that. But yeah, how do you guys feel? Would you like me to go for another half hour, or because I'm totally down for that. I think I'm getting into the swing here. My voice is definitely giving out on me though. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll do a half hour more and call it, just because I know some people just joined in the chat. Okay, got that. How do I get ahead? Gosh, she looks so creepy without the rest of her, without her hair on her head. Oh man. All right. All right. So do that. Let's go. I kind of like to do lots of things on different layers before I like merge them together, just in case I want to move stuff around. I'm down to clown, but also about not losing your voice. Just don't over. Oh, Ash. Oh, hi, Ashen Player. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining me in my little corner of the galaxy. I'm not sure if you've been here before, but my name is Jiffy. I am a late diagnosed autistic who's always felt alien and used her art to find herself. So that is why you see an alien before you. A half hour is good. Yeah, I think I'll do a half hour and probably call it. I want to make sure I get some more stuff done. What's the fair? Oh, I am so sorry. I it's probably because if I don't see, it's like I am with faces and names. If I don't see it consistently, I tend to forget. I am so sorry. Thank you for coming and joining us back in the chat. I really appreciate it. She looks like the angel from D Grade. Oh, come on. That's a burn. More time with Jiffy? I'm down. Oh, you guys are sweet. I just don't write anything normally. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's that part of me that's worried, you know, I don't want to upset anybody and whatnot. But I I appreciate you saying that. Here. Let's see here. Night of Knee. The bad head. Yeah, the head. Well, it looks fine when I do when I put this back on. Yeah, her with no hair looks a little creepy. Corpzilla, you're not alone, Jiffy. I sometimes forget people's faces. Only if I haven't seen them in a while before. Yeah, that is a real thing with me. I feel always so bad if I forget somebody, because when, you know, especially if you're stopped out in public, and everyone's like, "Hey, so and so," I'm like, "Oh God, oh, you know me, I don't remember your name. Oh no." So I completely understand. But thank you, Ashen. I really appreciate you always being here. Let's see here. Bald. My phone is trying to actively get me in trouble today. Oh, what did I think you said though? Let's do agreement. It's the bad head. Yeah, I thought you were trying to say like bedhead or something, but yeah, the bad head. Oh man, that's funny. Am I on the right layer? I really appreciate that you guys enjoy spending time here. That is really important to me, that everyone's like enjoying themselves and just having a place to vibe and talk with other people. Excuse me. Come on. If any of you guys have any more special interests you'd like to share, I would love to hear it. Whoopsies, come on. I apparently have way too many, and it's no wonder I don't get anything done. Gosh, Eat Gray Man, I remember that. That's been a while. Oh man. I was telling no, I think it was you I was talking to, Nee, but there's some shots from the visual novel Clannad, that early 2000s or mid 2000s anime look, where their faces are just, their eyes are so spread apart. They look very derp. Oh, I know. I reminded my friend of this the other day. So you guys remember, I don't know if everywhere had this, but we have something called the Scholastic Book Fair in school. And I remember buying this How to Draw Manga book, and oh boy. You know what? Let me see if I can find it. It's pretty cursed. Give me 1 second. Dun, dun, dun. Let me find it. Let me find it. Doo-doo-doo. Let's see. How to... where's it at here? How to draw manga. And like, no offense to this person, but this was definitely probably was not helpful for me. Okay. So I found, I don't know if it'll let me look at the sorry, let me look at the inside of it, but let me just show you guys this picture. 1 second. On the cover. Display capture. Is that okay? There we go. Okay, I don't know if it'll let me zoom in on it either. Let me back out here. Images. This one bigger? No, I don't want to do that, Amazon. Leave me alone. Come on. Okay. Let me just do this. Yeah, look at this. I got this in middle school. It was pretty bad. Here. I think there's another one. Looks like the same kind of artist. Yeah, I don't like to ever knock artists. No, that one's a little better. But yeah, that other one, it was rough. That was like, oh man, I'm gonna learn how to draw anime so well. Oh man. 1 second. This. Come on. Uh-oh, what did I do? Give me 1 second. We are having technical difficulties. What the heck happened? Uh-oh. Oh dear, I think I broke it. Uh-oh. Oh dear, I think I might have booped or borked something. Uh-oh. Why is it freezing? Oh, goodness. Oh dear. Yes, I want to. Okay, there we go. Gosh, my computer like completely froze up there for a second. Yeah, Fred, ugh, is right. Let me see, get caught up on chat here. Nee, my phone is over here just rubbing its dirty little hands together and cackling while screwing up my typing. Yeah, it was, ugh. But, you know, young, I don't know any better. But yeah, I bought that book, and I thought it was the drawing Bible for anime for a while. It does have some, like, I'll give some credit, like, it has some really, really basic, like, shapes. Or, like, some real basic ways to draw anime, but I kind of drew like that for a long time. Really pointy chins and facial features that were spread way too far apart. Oh man, I'll have to, I don't have too many of my older drawings anymore, unfortunately, but I'll have to show you guys a couple that I had a friend from middle school that apparently held on to a couple of them. But yeah, they're pretty intro to anime, like you could tell I just started. Let's see here. The second book you shared actually had a well-known anime manga artist in it. Yeah, for a second I thought it was the same person, but I looked at it closer. I'm like, no, this is clearly not. Nope, this is better. But yeah, no knock on the person that like made that book. I'm sure their skills have like since gotten better. I'm kind of curious when I get off stream who the artist is and what they're doing now. Come on. There we go. Appreciate that. Let's see here. How do you guys feel about like if I did a stream with some like drawing challenges, or maybe I can, if you guys give me some simple prompts for me to try to draw. It could be something silly. I could put it on a randomizer. Just to kind of get some practice and think outside the box and kind of challenge myself a little bit. On stream. Oh no, people are watching me. What is happening? Come on. Go. Yeah, I want to make sure like the streams don't get too like repetitive, and I kind of change it up here and there. Mostly right now, what streaming has been for me is a good outlet to share my work, and also just to give me the time and whatnot to practice and get better at drawing. And a lot of it's just been me trying to build up my portfolio, but I should probably do some like fun activities with you guys on stream. That could be a lot of fun. Sounds cool. Yeah. Okay. We can as long as no nudity obviously and like bad things, but we can probably make it silly. We can do some like silly suggestions. Fred, I still have I remember you like giving a prompt. I don't remember if it was on one of your streams or not, or at the artist jam, but you said like draw a fairy riding a corgi. I still have that drawing. It's terrible, but like it was pretty good for what I was trying to do. I at least did it, I remember what was it? What was the bird? Oh, I think one of the artist jams we did, the word was ghost. I don't know if I have the picture on the computer, but I basically drew like your typical ghost, just like looks like there's sheets over him with a monocle and a curly mustache, and he's sitting on top of his grave, and he's got like a cup of tea floating next to him, and it says, "Here lies Sir Cup o' Tea." I just thought it was silly. Let's see here. Have I talked about how rare it is for women to be diagnosed with autism? Yes, sir, I have. But I'd be happy to talk about that again. I was diagnosed, like I said, when I was 31, about 3 years ago. Yeah, thank you, Fred. I appreciate that. I need to redo that prompt. But yeah, so I might have mentioned before, so I don't mind repeating anything, because there's always someone new that would like to know. A lot of times girls tend to go missed because we just present a lot differently than boys, and I think just because of the social pressure that women or girls are put under, we tend to mask a lot better too. Yeah, Sir Cuppington was a teasbury. I just, I grew up, I always knew something was a little different. My brother was only diagnosed with ADHD or ADD, because nobody, as I told my friend, nobody wanted to give the dreaded autism diagnosis. Ooh, it's so bad. And I remember always having a lot of like IEPs in school. They were always testing me, pulling me out of, class. I was very delayed. But I had a really good, my brain was very creative despite, the hearing loss and the learning disability. And that was what they called it. they called it, by the time I got to middle school, I ended up in resource, and they would just say, oh, you have a learning disability. And would you be surprised? They didn't really explain to me what that meant. And so I thought my disability, which for the longest time was just from my hearing loss. So I'm like, oh, it's just because, you know, I can't hear very well, so obviously I can't learn very well. That was my little child brain trying to piece it together. Well, I got my ears fixed, and all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, okay. This is like 6th grade by the time, you know, right before middle school, and like, oh, well, my ears are fixed now. I can hear, so I should be better. And I got to middle school, and nope, it just got worse because, you know, puberty, all that stuff, and high school is just scary for any kid. But I did amazing in school. That was the thing. I like really hyper focused on like doing a good job in school because I didn't like, you know, getting in trouble. But man, I can tell you that like I didn't have a ton of. We moved a lot, but like I didn't have a ton of friends when I was younger, especially girls. A lot of girls thought I was weird. They still do sometimes. But I was like passing. I was passing enough in my everyday life. I was doing good in school, but that was because I was in resource. When I got to college, I had completely abandoned the idea that I was disabled in any way. And but my resource class is what saved me and helped me with the good grades. You know, they helped me when I got stuck and didn't understand something. That one-on-one time was very important, and I completely lost access to all of that when I got to college. Like I got some like extended time on like tests and stuff, but like I ended up failing. You know, I was failing college, and I was just like, I need to stop before I'm like wasting a bunch of money. But like again, it made me feel so stupid, and like I was, even the thing that I love the most, art, I was struggling with it. And so for the longest time, a lot of that just ended up compiling that I was just dumb and not smart enough, and I just stopped trying by the time I got to my like my mid-20s. And it was actually a friend of mine that I know who got diagnosed by a doctor here where I live, and she specializes, like her special interest topic of the day is helping women get diagnosed. And she literally, we had like the like intake, like it was even over Zoom because it was still during like COVID and stuff. I was terrified. You know, the imposter syndrome's real. But she immediately was like, nope, this is like, you believe me. And we did all this testing, and because the reason why it really came about was I again got access to some healthcare for a little while. I hit a really bad burnout in like 2018, 2019. And all of a sudden, my brain couldn't even do what it was doing for years. I was just, you know, trucking along, and finally it's like it just stopped. And I completely crashed, and I became a nervous wreck, and I was like, what is wrong with me? You know, something similar happened to my mom. And my friend told me about like, hey, you know, maybe this is what's going on, you know, because I've been diagnosed with anxiety, all that stuff. And then lo and behold, after going through this, it was a pretty long testing thing, and one of the big things was my short-term memory is really, really bad. My long-term memory is fine, but recalling things is really hard for me. And that's what makes me feel like I'm dumb sometimes, is I'm just really slow, and as far as like digesting the information. I think my friend says I need more RAM in my brain. Let's see here, Corb. That's something I didn't know when I first read about it, which is autism is more common in boys than girls. It's just I'm hoping to spread more awareness about, you know, about, especially for women, because having a name for things, or like having someone explain to me, you know, your brain's just wired this way, and not because I am just a failure at life, kind of thing. And I'm the autist that got really drawn to the creative side of my brain. And I'm just like, I just felt like I couldn't, especially like in life, like I haven't really moved up in the job I'm at, not that I really want to, but like I just never felt fulfilled in anything more than when I was like creating something, and it just kind of got beat out of me because it wasn't profitable. Or like good night, David, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hopefully I'll see you soon, and have a great rest of your week, okay? Let's see here. At the Artist Jam, we have several autistic artists who regularly show up each month, including you, of course. Yes, I think I've been getting better about getting out of my shell. That's so part of it, like the ADHD is the rejection sensitivity dysphoria. Like I've been through a lot, and I've always felt like I keep running into people that their actions don't meet up with their words, and I always get very nervous, but I've gotten a little better about some of that. But it's nice to be around like-minded people that understand that and are very kind about it. And so I've been getting a little better. I still get a little anxious, kind of the same thing we were talking about, core, like the facial blindness. If I don't see people enough, it's like my brain is worried something's changed, and I might miss something, or because there's been a lot of occasions where I thought I was really close with someone, but they didn't feel the same about me. Like I thought we were closer than we actually were, and like I end up like, I don't know, weirding them out, or like I miss a cue like real bad, and they want nothing to do with me, and I have no idea until I slowly notice that they're like excluding me. And it's the worst feeling ever. But what I've learned though is, you know, those are the kind of people you want in your life that, like, you know, can't just be be frank with you and be upfront with you and talk to you about stuff. So sorry, I can't like read everybody's minds. There's a lot of times I don't even realize there's a problem until there's a problem, I guess, and I'm just finding out about it. Thanks for telling me now. But yeah, so I happily share any of that information, like where I got diagnosed and whatnot. I do know this poor lady's very backed up all the time, and getting into her is kind of hard. But having the diagnosis and having answers really just like, that's what really set the trajectory of what I'm doing right now. I've had to like relearn a lot about myself and who I am, and how damaging the mask that I put on had become. I was such a people pleaser and so ashamed of being myself that I like completely lost that. Hi Berry Pumpkin, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? We're sharing a special interest today, and I'm just going over briefly. I was asked to share my journey about late diagnosis, or like being diagnosed as a lady. I'll probably be on for about 10 more minutes. Getting a little bit done today. Trucking along. But yeah, sorry if I'm kind of rambling. I hope all that made sense, Fred. But I'm always happy to share. And my art, when I decided to like use it as a way to oh gosh, what's the word? Accountable. Keep myself accountable for something for myself. I slowly was realizing I was finding those parts of myself that I had locked away, and what I actually enjoyed, and like who I was on the inside, the good, the bad, the ugly, all that stuff. And it really was because of my art that I found a lot of myself. And yeah, and the diagnosis really helped, but I feel like the art really helped me get there. It does. Thanks for sharing. Absolutely. I love sharing. Like I said, off-putting for some people. I can overshare sometimes. I don't always read the room very well, but I just try to come off. I'm hoping that by sharing that other people feel like they can share too, because there's so much stigma about talking about hard things or what someone's going through. Everybody does matter. Your feelings matter. You matter. And sometimes when you've gone a long time, like myself, feeling like no one's hearing you, you tend to overshare a little bit. You know, you just get so excited that somebody wants to hear what you're about. And there's a balance to that. The neurodivergent friends that I do have understand that about me, that I'm not trying to one-up them or try to say that my experience is any less or worse than theirs. That's my desperate plea for trying to connect with you, is through my own experience. But like I said, I've gotten a little bit better about been taking it very serious. So like, okay, I need to either ask if they would like to, you know, some advice, or if I should just be listening, and whatnot. So yeah, just being conscious of other people can be difficult. Let's see here. All right, still caught up with the chat. Awesome. Excuse me. So. I've been having a lovely evening with you guys. Thanks for I think my second round of meds finally just like kicked in, and my my brain's kind of going in the right direction now. But I appreciate you hanging out with me and yeah, telling me all about the things you guys enjoy. I like to keep my my brain open for possibilities of liking other things. The world's the galaxy, very big place. I've redrawn this line like 100 times now. Come on. Come on. Okay. Let me see here. I do not know much about autism, like the effects or experiences, I should say. Yeah, that's okay. The best way you can definitely get that is just through other people that are on the spectrum. I read a lot of stories on Reddit forums. Everyone's pretty different. There's too much stigma about like what autism is, and I want to help break that. Like, you know, we don't show emotion, or trying to think of another one. The not showing emotion really upsets me, because I feel everything very intensely. The issue comes in that I have trouble processing feelings and anything like with my nervous system. So it tends to put me in overdrive if it's too much. I don't know if I like that. I'll come back to that. Let's see here. Corb, here's the thing. It's rare for me to encounter a person with autism. That's okay. Well, you know, here's the other tricky thing, Corb. There's a possibility that the people you meet, they may be autistic, but they may be masking, which is basically making sure that they are able to blend in and be, you know, to like blend into society. And like, gosh, I know when I'm out in public that, because I work in retail, my retail voice comes on a lot, because that's the script kind of thing that I'm used to, and make sure that I'm following like social norms. And because when I talk normally, I ramble a lot like this, and I also, again, overshare, or I might say some really silly, inappropriate things. My brain just kind of goes a lot of those impulsive, intrusive thoughts. And whatnot. Oh, for a good example was the you know, yeah, it was funny, haha, I got called my friend's mom or whatnot. But like that whole situation was so hard. And as Stacia said earlier, it's like culturally in the norm where I'm at to be like talk about things like that, and like really just invasive questioning sometimes. And I'm like, I don't want to have to do this, but it's kind of in the social norm, and so I had to play it off. You know, I was trying not to have I was feeling really upset and kind of uncomfortable, and I was like, oh, okay, how do I talk my way out of this to kind of just get away from the situation? And I had to go into the script, or the way my brain has to function at work to get through the day. I don't know if that makes sense. Blending, similar to me, but not entirely. Insert space theme word here. Yep. It's exhausting. I'm usually like mentally fried by the end of the day with my job, because I have to, you know, I have to adhere to my script. I don't know how. It's hard to explain to other people. If you had similar experiences, feel free to share in the chat. But it's exhausting. and girls again are usually better at it. But like I said, a lot of girls didn't like hanging out with me because I was weird. I kind of thought more like a dude would, you know. I got along with boys better because they were goofier, sillier, whatnot, and they didn't always appreciate my humor. I've always kind of had an issue with just like, you know, I don't really feel like a girl or a boy a lot of the times. That's why I've kind of gone like the non-binary route, because the gender social norms stress me out so bad. Let's see, 828. Weird is normal? Heck yeah, it is. I've again with the diagnosis and there's been a lot of other things, but like kind of knowing why my brain is the way it is really has helped me accept the weird in me. Like, I am special because of the way I am. There's no one else like me. And I say that to anybody I come across. Like, the world only has one you, and that is special. And you should always remember that. Almost done for the evening here. Yep. There we go. Okay. Got some work done. Yeah, it looks so much better with her hair on her head. I'll finish that tongue, and I don't know if I made her eyes a little too big. I might have to shrink that down a little bit, but yeah. Okay. So far, let me just go back, turn this up. Here's off this layer. Yeah, so this is kind of what it was looking like before. And now we have... not that. Gotta get it all back on there. Yeah. Yeah, so we have... yeah, this is where we're at with it. I really like this. I've been enjoying like the crisp, clean line work a lot of my stuff has. But let's see here. It's anime eyes. Aren't anime eyes supposed to be big? Yeah, it kind of depends. I just want to make sure it's proportional to the size of her head. Does that make sense? Like, I love drawing big, expressive eyes. I just want to make sure her eyes aren't like way bigger than the rest of her head. I don't know if that makes sense. You can still, you can exaggerate features, but it still feels like it needs to fit, if that makes sense. But yeah. Close that out. Whoops. I had a great time with you guys. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for taking time out of your Monday to hang out with me in my little corner of the galaxy. I should be back next Monday. Just kind of continue on. I will try to think of some fun little like drawing like challenges and stuff for me. So thank you all so much. Have a wonderful week, and please remember to be kind to each other. Bye-bye.